Most business owners think they are building wealth, but they are actually falling into traps designed to keep them broke. You see it all over social media. Entrepreneurs showing off luxury lifestyles, massive teams, and huge revenue numbers. But behind the scenes, their bank accounts are bleeding dry. If your business has hit a brick wall, if you are working 80 hours a week, but your profit margins aren't budging, you are likely falling for a fake wealth trap. Today, we are exposing the 5 dangerous illusions keeping your business from scaling, and exactly how to break free before you lose all your capital. Let's dive in. Trap number 1 is the fancy office illusion. This is the urge to look successful before your business actually is successful. Beginners think that to run a real company, they need a luxury workspace, custom-branded merchandise, premium 4K cameras, and 12 different expensive software subscriptions. They spend weeks designing business cards instead of signing clients. The reality: your customers do not care about your fancy standing desk. They care about the problem you solve. Every dollar you spend on things that don't directly bring in cash flow is a dollar stolen from your business's survival. The fix: keep your overhead dangerously low. Operate out of a laptop on your kitchen table until your revenue completely forces you to upgrade. In business, cash is oxygen. Don't suffocate your company just to look cool on Instagram. Trap number 2 is scaling too fast, also known as the ego trap. When a business gets a small taste of success, the owner often assumes the upward trend will last forever. They immediately go out and hire a massive team, sign long-term contracts, or throw thousands of dollars into aggressive ad campaigns before they even have a predictable system for getting clients. The reality: more people and more ads will not fix a broken business model. If your sales process is messy, scaling up will only make your mistakes bigger and more expensive. The fix: do not let your ego outgrow your actual cash flow. Master a single, repeatable offer first. Make sure your current team and systems are working flawlessly at maximum capacity before you add more weight to the bar. Trap number 3 is the fake reinvestment. You've probably heard the financial advice: take every single dollar you make and put it back into the business. While that sounds smart, many entrepreneurs use reinvestment as an excuse for reckless spending. They buy unnecessary tools, change their branding for the third time, or invest in unproven product lines without a clear calculation of their return on investment, ROI. The reality: if your business constantly eats up 100% of your cash and leaves you with absolutely zero personal savings, you don't actually own a wealth-building business. You just own a very demanding, highly stressful job. Reinvest with strict data, not emotions. If a purchase doesn't directly increase your conversion rates, speed up your production, or cut down your costs, keep the cash in your reserves. Trap number 4 is high-ticket distractions. This happens when your core business slows down slightly and you immediately get distracted by a new, shiny business model. You stop focusing on what was working and spend thousands of dollars on coaching programs, masterminds, or entirely new software ideas because they seem easier. The reality: the grass looks greener on the other side because it's fertilized with lies. Switching lanes constantly resets your progress back to zero. The fix: boring business is beautiful. Stick to one core offer, target one specific market, and utilize one primary marketing channel until you consistently hit 7 figures. Focus is your superpower. Trap number 5 is the vanity metric illusion. This is the obsession with high revenue, follower counts, and viral views while completely ignoring your actual net profit. You see it all the time on podcasts and social media. Entrepreneurs bragging that their business hit $1 million this year. It sounds incredibly impressive. The reality: but what they don't tell you is that it cost them $950,000 in heavy ad spend, expensive software, and massive overhead to make that million. At the end of the day, their profit margin is a tiny 5%. You cannot pay your bills with views, and you cannot build true freedom on gross revenue. High revenue with zero profit is just an incredibly stressful, unpaid ego project. The fix: stop managing your ego and start managing your spreadsheet. Prioritize net margin over clout. A lean, optimized business making $200,000 a year with a 50% profit margin.